Let's get this rolling. Everyone can see me, my voice can be heard. Now let's get into this. Right. Today guys, we're back with another video and this is gonna be one of this is gonna be Naruto the True Guard Part 4. Let's dive directly into the gigantic bully. Hmm. We start this video off with not what you think. I've decided to go into the past to explain some things because I just feel like it. Feel like it. Just need to get another video out. I'm just pissable. Now, without further ado, let's get the fuck into this. 2,000 years before the Naruto era, a man with yellow long hair stood before the Ten Tails with another with brown hair. The Renegon and robes similar to that of the Otsutsuki. One side of him knelt down. The Sage of Six Paths POV. Who is this? I don't know who he is, but he, he's strong, able to take a punch from the Ten Tails with little to no damage. I, I can only take two without having to take a break from them. Who is he? Agoromo thought. This strange man's POV. The experiments in the diary was correct. It seems that I have more power than I thought I could. As he then continued to rest his hands, he then pulled out a white blade similar to the samurai sword that a nigga be holding. It's actually just things from curtain, but we gon' fake like that's reality. Answer this. My superiors just spoken to me, and apparently Russia or whatever keeps on claiming my brother's video. Let's get into this. Naruto, all this strange man. I'm just so used to saying. Placed his blade towards the face of the Ten Tails. Then a blue flame the size of an eyeball sat on top of the sword as it then began to grow lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter until it had the same amount of light as the sun. The heat just radiating off of it caused Hagoromo to cough as the air around around it began to separate into its elements, such as um began to separate into oxygen and whatever the other part was going to into the air or whatever. H2O and carbon dioxide, basically. I don't know. Carbon gas, whatever the fuck it is, I don't know. It's separating. It separated and it began to burn, creating a lot of steam because of this massive amount of heat that was just irradiating off this flame. Not allowing it to grow, continue to grow until it had reached the size of a baseball. Then Naruto, this happened all within the span of a minute. Time span of a minute. Then this yellow-haired man said, "Die, beast." As then the ball shot down towards the Ten Tails, hitting its back, causing the Ten Tails to push down upon the earth, giving the Ten Tails pain. The seedling of the true tree had been far weaker than thought. As if you were not reading the, if you do not read the manga, then your bitch ass just not gonna know. Whatever the Kawaki's big brothers, whatever the fuck he is, says that the Tintail is only just a seed. And also Susuke has to be fed to the seed, to the seedling, to grow the actual tree. So let's get back into the story. Let's get back into the story. I mean, then with the massive, uh, then then with the tentacles pushing up against the earth, dust in trees and other natural resources that could be found near the area went blowing away, hitting villages of more than 1,000 kilometers away. This is my true power. I was only using a low leveled fire jutsu. Imagine you. As then, man then screamed out, "Fire style! Atamantian dragon! No, cartoon! Atamantian dragon!" Then, out of its mouth, raised a dragon flying out. Dragon was 2 times larger than the Ten Tails as it flowed behind this yellow haired man. My new body. Immortalization was the best way. We didn't have a flashback to explain immortalization. It is the process. Immortalization is something that I'll be adding to myself, my story. So yeah, 3,000 years ago, the immortalization process should happen soon. I reckon 3,000 years time. It'll give me enough time to become as powerful as possible. The man begun, as this was from his journal. I'll train from then on with my soul. The mortalization process will require the blood of the Say deity, the blood of the Earth deity, the blood of the Wind deity, and the blood of the Fire deity. You'll also need the blood of the Sun deity. If I want to make mine a creation or immortalization process as powerful as possible, the man explained. 2,000 years of training then passed as we then see him fight the deities that he spoke of. After fighting the deities, his body then took 1,000 years to develop, sucking up the chakra from the surrounding area, making the area a dead zone, a place where nothing can grow. Only in the core of the land could anything grow. Villagers did not know why, but they called this land the Outland. Outlands will. I am saying this because the Outlands will be important. Will be important or can't to the story. Just letting y'all know. I was just writing that down. This area is known as the Outlands. The only hospitable place for the growth of the immortalization body. And with the hint of my soul, once I die of my training, everything will be. Since it was there for at least 1,000 years, it got its own rumors and stories explaining how this happened and how it came to be. Just letting y'all know. Because it will be important to the story. So if I mention it, y'all better get ready for the mention of it. We buying, somehow we buying, somehow we buying. Let's get into it. Present day. The blade, the dragon, then and stare down on the Ten Tails. Naruto had added far too much chakra. The dragon. Well, the Sage of Six Paths. Well, what will be the current Sage of Six Paths chakra reserves times 3? He had added that to the dragon. By the way, just letting y'all know. And this is prime Sage of Six Paths. Just letting y'all know. Even though he got powerful in his elder days. Just letting y'all know. The Sage of Six Paths. The Sage Dragon. The dragon's wings then, instead of looking as if flame, then began to harden. What is going on? The dragon thought. Then another dragon of water nature appeared on the side, and you know the rest. You'll start the dragon plans. Be off. Hmm. Off. You will live in harmony near this strange land, this strange island that has whirlpools surrounding. I'll see something for a little bit of plot convenience. Plot convenience. Let me write that down, which is there we go. Period. Anyway, they then flew off to the land. They then flew off to the land of Whirlpool, which will later be the which will later be where the Uzumaki live. So just know if dragons just come into the story out of nowhere, just letting y'all know since this is going to happen within the next year or so. I'm making 3 episodes of this today, so y'all can just know because of the fact that I've been out for a big boy. Let me check out just how much of a big boy I've been gone. Let's see just how big was the big boy. Let's see. All right. Let's see just how big was the big boy, y'all. Um, sorry guys. All right. Sorry, sorry guys. Sorry guys. Let me check this out. Let's get into the story. Then another dragon. This time we knew for sure it was composed of fire. We haven't posted in a week. I haven't posted in a week. I haven't posted in a week. There we go. So then another dragon, which we knew for sure was fire, then flew towards the Ten Tails and shot down towards the Ten Tails, pushing the Ten Tails further into the ground, making the Ten Tails roar out in pain. I have weakened the Ten Tails further for enough, the man said, while shifting his head over to the Sage of Six Paths and looking directly at him. You can now do whatever you wish with the Ten Tails. You can claim the glory. Just let me know. My champion will be your enemy. Sage of Six Paths thought as he just completely changed what he was saying. At first he was talking about the Ten Tails, and now he was talking about a champion who's been his enemy? Strange. Once you can hear what I said, then come back to me. I want you to understand what I said, because then you truly have become a legend. Just letting you know. You will put down my name within every text that the humans have. My name will be known within all of the major clans that will right on. Nope. Psych. Yeah, I thought his name was gonna be Raygun. The Sage of Death. Um, he said, he said, just letting you know. Tell everyone about my name. It will be an important one that will reign supreme. The Sage of Death. The Sage of Death. That is it. The Sage of Death. Yes, I like that name. Done. Um, you can say you, the Sage of Death, and the Sage of Six Paths together fought together to beat the unstoppable creature known as the Ten Tail, and that the Sage has his own champion. Just letting you know, my son will be the greatest of all. Before black and red robes surrounded the Sage of Death would which would be normal also Suski attire, but black and red with three commas would that would appear in the regular Renegon or Sharingan. What man thought? This Age of Six Paths thought, as he then realized once looking into his eyes are the same as mine. Within his eyes were the Renegon red, the black rings instead of black were red, and the surrounding black, with the small pupil within them. Just letting you know, the Sage of Death, I will be considered the Grim Reaper. My champion shall return. And without further ado, that's the end of this video. Now, I'll be explaining a little bit to help get these other episodes to work more. And for y'all to further understand the Sage of Death's backstory. The Sage of Death is a young was a young was a young man who lived in a village plagued by death. Everyone around died seemingly for no reason. He craved after the, the unfortunate death of his mother by sickness. He sought for immortality. He grew crazy and crazier until he could not understand anything. He wanted immortality, save his family from a fate similar to his mother's. He wanted to save his village from death. But once he brought the idea of dark magic to his village, the head of the village was not pleased with the Sage of Death. He was kicked out of his clan for such a preposterous idea. The Sage of Death, throughout his travels, you bro, Dante, stop hitting me with that shit. Go some love, nigga. And go some love. That's your phone. You don't have a phone, nigga. You gonna live? The fuck you think? Wait, look. I haven't made a video in like a week now. I made 2 videos a week ago. And one 2 weeks ago. Nigga. I have to make 3. You don't have a phone. Well, anyway, the Sage of Death, throughout his travels, found a possible way to become a god. And after finding that way, he did what he did, like explained within the video. Thank you guys. That's the end of this video. Bye.